Hi Shubham, how are you?
I am fine, sir. And how are you, sir?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking. Can you tell us something about yourself?
Yes, sir. My name is Shubham More, and I am automation tester with experience in ETL and SQL. As an I am automation tester, I am expert in many frameworks and tools. For example, PyTest, Fast API, and I have knowledge about AI technologies, machine learning algorithm, and data analysis using Python.
Okay,
As
okay.
an I'm automation,
Uh,
yes, sir.
right. Please proceed. Please go ahead.
As an I am ETL tester,
Mm,
I have knowledge about. I can write complex query or perform data analysis,
okay.
and I have knowledge about ETL processes, Visual Studio,
Uh-huh.
Power BI, Tableau.
Great,
Yes,
great.
sir. This is all about me.
Okay, okay. Wonderful. So in your resume, it is mentioned that you are working previously as a developer, as a web developer, and now you
No,
have,
sir. I am automation test engineer.
okay, fine. Because I was just looking at your CV. Mm, yeah. Okay, so you have been working from 2022, since 2022 as an automation test engineer. Mhm.
Yes,
Okay, and you are comfortable with Python as a programming language.
yes, sir.
Okay, okay, great, wonderful.
I have knowledge about PyTest and Selenium, Beautiful Soup, Pandas, and 1,000 plus libraries in Python.
Okay, so the link of the GitHub that you have shared in your resume, that is, I just clicked on that, that is giving a 404 error.
Sir, you can remove just this project name
Hmm.
and check this URL.
It's my underscore project, right?
Yes, sir.
So that I have to remove. Yes, yes.
Sir, actually, I am no uploading any framework.
Okay, you haven't uploaded any framework.
No, sir.
Okay,
But I
because
will show you, sir.
yeah, yeah. So if you want to showcase, so I'm giving you screen sharing rights, so you can showcase about your framework, right? I believe
Okay.
it's not a company's or some organization's framework. It is your framework, right? You have
Yes, sir. Yes,
independently
sir. Yes,
you
sir.
have created it. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is the framework, and I am follow page object model in this framework.
Hmm.
Can I explain this framework?
Yes, yes, please.
This is the page object model.
Hmm.
You can define you can define each and every method for separate web pages, and you can call this method on some other class. Okay, you can use this syntax for import file. This is the file name, and this is the package name. Utilities is my package, and login file name. This is my Python file name, and
Hmm.
this is the class. I
Okay.
am calling this class. I will show you what is this class under
Okay. Before that, what is this base class one?
base class.
Hmm. Base class one.
Here base.
Yeah.
I am storing driver in my base class and logging it inheritance. When I call this method,
Hmm.
automatically call base class.
So what is the difference between base class and base class one? Can you show me the base class method? Sorry, base class.
Base class is just a name, sir, method name.
No, no. Here you have used class base class one, right? Fifth line. So
Yes, this
Yeah.
is the base class.
Okay. Okay. So you are using base class
Because
1 as your base class.
because my requirement is I
Hmm.
want to run this method before this run method, before this method.
Hmm.
Here I am inheriting this method base class, and in base class I am creating init method. When I call this method, when I creating object for this method, then this method automatically call.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, that is fine. So you can avoid writing base class 1. Instead of that, you can just mention base class. That will be, very much easy to understand. Base class.
Base class means you can define some method.
Hmm.
Suppose you can repetitive method define in base class,
Hmm.
and you are inheriting this other class with this base
Okay,
class.
fine. Now on line number 59, in this, why you have used time dot sleep 120?
Time dot sleep means stop the current Python program on this time.
Hmm.
This is syntax comes from Python. This is not in Selenium.
Right, right. So this is a
This
hard
is the
delay.
module.
This is a hard delay, right?
Yes, yes, right, right.
So this will
This is
impact,
not WebDriver wait.
right? So this will impact the performance of your framework, right?
Yes, yes,
Time of
right.
execution, it will definitely wait for 120 seconds.
Yes, sir. I am showing another method, sir. Yeah, this is the perfect framework.
Okay. Right. Fine. Okay. Now you can continue.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Sir, in my framework,
Hmm.
page object is a package name.
Hmm.
Okay. You can define method
Hmm.
for different web pages in different Python file. This
Hmm.
is the advantages of framework. You can define separate file in separate package name. You
Hmm.
can well organize in your file in this framework.
So
This
how
is
do you
my reports folder.
report? So which report, yeah, can you open one of the report?
Sir,
Which
actually,
report you are using? Yeah.
I am using HTML report, sir. This framework not any report. I will show you another, sir. Sorry, sir.
No worries, no worries. But in a real-time interview, you have to be ready with some framework. If you want to showcase, right? Then ready with one of the good framework. Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is the report.
Okay.
I can open this report in Chrome browser.
Yeah. Your screen sharing. Yeah.
This is the report, sir.
Hmm. Allure report you are using.
No, sir. This is the HTML report, not Allure report.
Okay, HTML report. Okay, scroll down a bit. Two test cases have failed. So duration it is showing 5 minutes 54 seconds.
You can
So
capture log in
ah,
this also.
okay.
Result
So
also. You can capture log on
okay.
result.
So are you capturing screenshots of at the time of failure?
Yes, sir. This is my screenshots folder, and
Hmm.
I am capturing screenshot
Hmm.
for failure.
Okay, great. This looks good.
Sir, actually, this is the multi-factor authentication.
So how have you automated that multi-factor authentication?
Yes, sir. I will show you. Yes, sir. I am using PyOTP model.
Hmm.
I am using PyOTP model, sir.
Hmm. Okay.
You can pass secret key on this 5 OTP module and you can just solve this
Mm-hmm.
authentication.
Okay, great. How do you find XPath?
XPath.
Hmm.
Actually, I am writing a XPath.
You are writing XPath by yourself, right?
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
do you use any tool to find XPath?
Yes, sir. Sometime.
Which tool are you using?
Selenium hub. Sorry. Selector hub, sir.
Selectors Hub you are
Selector
using.
hub.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Selector
great.
hub.
Okay. So what are the advantages of using Selectors Hub?
Selector hub. You provide comfortable XPath.
Mm-hmm.
Provide a ready-made XPath. You don't need to create any XPath. You just need to copy and use it.
Right, right. So you can use to find you can use Selectors Hub to find reliable XPath and CSS locator, right? So
Yes,
these
sir.
kind of locators you would be able to find, right? Okay. So how did you come to know about Selectors Hub? From
Because I
yeah,
know, sir.
from where
I
did
know,
you
sir,
get that?
about
Yeah.
I'm installing extension, sir. I know about Selector Hub. All know. I know founder of Selector Hub.
Okay, okay, great. You know Sanjay Kumar also.
Yes, sir. I know this. I am attending this seminar.
Okay, great,
Yes,
great,
sir.
wonderful. Good to know that. Okay, fine. So now you were showing somewhere you had used implicit weight, right?
Implicitly.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yes, sir.
which weight is better, implicit or explicit weight? In one of the file I just saw, there was implicit
Sir,
weight.
I think expected condition weight is the best.
Hmm,
Many time I am using expected conditions weight.
correct, correct. Right, right. Okay, fine. So this is good, Shubham. You can stop sharing your screen, right? And it's good to know that you know about Sanjay Kumar also, and you have been attending his seminars also, right?
Yes,
Great,
sir.
wonderful. Okay, now how will you estimate the user story for automation? Let's say you have got some user story XYZ for automation. You have to automate that particular user story. So how will you give the test estimation for that user story?
User automation story.
Yes, yes. So there is one user
Sir,
story, some functionality which needs to be automated. So how will you give test estimation?
sir, you mean to say login scenario for login?
It's not a login scenario. In a generic question, let's say you got some user story for automation, right? You went into the sync up call, you went into the stand up call, and you came to know, okay, this particular user story needs to be automated. So how will you provide the test estimation?
Sorry, sir, I can't understand what is user story.
Okay, user story. Okay, and are you following agile methodology?
Yes, sir.
Right? So in Agile, you will have user stories. User story is nothing but it's a kind of a feature or functionality that is added by the client or it is added by the project managers, right? That they will write a one user story. In that you will have acceptance criteria. You will have some part of the requirements that this particular functionality or this particular feature needs to be developed. So let's consider a scenario for you. Okay. Consider there are 10 test scenarios that you have to automate, okay, in your
Okay.
framework. You don't have to create the framework from scratch. Framework is already there. You just have to automate those 10 test scenarios, those 10 test cases. So how will
You
you
mean you
estimate?
mean I am writing only method for this test scenario?
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
no need to create advanced structure. Already structure is created. I need to only create a method
right.
for this testing scenario.
Yeah, so you have to create automation script for those 10 test
Yes.
cases, right? So
Yes.
how much time do you need? So how will you come to know how much time would you take to complete, to design those test cases, to complete those automated test cases?
Sir, this is totally depends on scenario.
Right, right.
Scenario is more complex. Time is more.
Hmm. Correct, correct.
Sir, can I show you a Excel method?
Excel method.
I have Excel. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is for Excel method for,
This is for Excel method for login functionality. Okay, I will show you, sir.
okay, fine. I thought you are showing Excel file for giving some kind of estimation. You might be using some Excel template.
No,
Yeah. Okay.
this is the method, sir. I
Hmm.
am creating this method.
Okay.
This is method starts here, sir.
Hmm.
I am in a return. First, I am loading the workbook.
Hmm.
In my workbook, uh, 4 columns is present: serial number, username, password, and condition.
Okay.
Scenario means positive and negative scenario. You can store in condition,
Hmm.
positive and negative in symbol. Okay. I am creating a base class, base data. And this init method, when you call this method object, then init will be automatically called. And you need to pass sheet name. Sheet name, suppose sheet name is this. This is all method, sir. I am taking 1 week of time, this creating method. This is all method. Can I run this framework
So running
or I
is
can?
fine. Yeah. So I think you have got good knowledge with the explanation of automation framework, and it really looks that you have actually worked in the automation. So this is good, right? So framework questions are fine. Now we can move ahead with the next level of questions.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, what you have to do is, okay. Now let's say there is one particular automation script, okay, which was running fine on Friday. So you can stop sharing your screen, right? You can stop sharing it. Okay.
Yes.
Now you have one particular automation script which was running fine on Friday, but it is getting failed on Monday. So how will you debug it? How will you analyze the failure? So in your resume, you have mentioned, right, that you are analyzing and debugging the failed test scripts, right? So how will you analyze failure?
Sir, firstly, I have knowledge about how to debug automation framework and how to debug point set first and last point in separate file. Okay. You can analyze the error. What is the error actually?
Okay,
Many types of error in Selenium or Python,
right.
and you can just uncomment and check the script and run again. Run is the only one way to finding error.
Okay. So you will debug. Okay, so one aspect of errors that you will get is that by executing the scripts that you have created, you are telling you will be getting the errors, right? But why those errors are coming? What are the possibilities for those errors to come?
Because sometimes your XPath is fail, element is not located, or
Hmm.
your logic is incorrect. Something is your any mistakes in your code.
Correct, correct. Yeah. Okay. In Python, what is the difference between xrange and range functions?
So I think XRange is supported older Python version and range is supported newer Python version.
Mhm.
But this is the same.
Okay, see, in Python 3, there was no xrange. So you are mentioning it very right. Range function behaves like xrange in Python 2, right? Now, what is range function? So it will return you a list of numbers created using the range function. While xrange
Yes.
function, it will return the generator object that was used to display numbers only by looping, right? It is also called as lazy evaluation, right? Okay, now what is the difference between list and, okay, what is the difference between list and tuple?
List. You can store in list any types of data types element.
Okay.
And tuple is You cannot change tuple, but you change list.
Okay, which consumes more memory, tuple or list?
I think list, sir. List is better than tuple.
Right, right. So list will consume more memory, right? Okay, so you were mentioning list is better than tuple.
Yes, sir.
In for which aspect list is better than tuple?
Mhm. Sorry, sir. I could know. I can't understand. But I
Okay, no
am.
worries.
I am always use list.
Okay.
Never use tuple.
Okay, see, list is better for performing operations such as insertion you have to do or deletion you have to do, right? While tuple data type is appropriate for accessing the elements. So that is the difference between list and tuple, and which is why list can be used, sometimes tuple can be used.
In list, you can each and every element iterate.
Hmm.
I think tuple is not possible. Each and every element iterate using
Right,
loop.
right. Okay. Now, does Python support multiple inheritance?
Yes, sir.
It supports. Are you
Multiple
sure?
inheritance.
Yes, yes.
Three types of inheritance, sir.
Sorry.
Single Three types of inheritance.
Yeah.
Single level inheritance,
Hmm. So, yeah,
multi-level inheritance.
okay. So that is fine. We have got different types of inheritance. But does Python support multiple inheritance?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Not multi-inheritance.
No, no. See, Python actually does support multiple inheritance. If I ask you this question for Java, so Java does not support multiple inheritance, right? But Python does support multiple inheritance. So you can use multiple inheritance means a class can be derived from more than one parent class in Python. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can
Now,
create multiple subclass using one class.
right, right. Okay. So Shubham, how do you keep yourself updated? Let's say if any new tool or
I'm
technology has come up in the market, how do you make sure that you are having
I'm working on I'm working on challenging requirement on freelancer side. This is the best approach. And I'm practicing DSA, data structures and algorithm.
wonderful, wonderful. That's good. Okay, Shubham, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, sir.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Shubham, for coming on our channel and giving this mock interview. Wishing you all the best for your future ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.